Alright, here is exercise number 1, basic open string tremolo. So for these exercises, I haven't written repeat signs here. So you can repeat each measure any number of times you want to. I'm going to play each measure twice here. So a couple of points that I've written down. We're going to be using a metronome. I strongly recommend that you use a metronome so that you keep the tempo consistent, especially when the rhythms change from crotchets to quavers and from quavers to semiquavers. So this metronome here, I think it's called, what is it called? This is just called tempo. What I like about it is you can change the rhythms that it clicks on. So it can click on crotchets, quavers, triplets, and so on. But what I really like about it is that it has this tap feature, so I can tap my tempo that I want. So it's giving me 50 beats per minute. So I'm going to turn that on. So if you want to play along with me, you can. It's quite a basic exercise here, but although it's very basic and simple, there is a lot you can work on in this exercise. You'll see when you start doing it. So make sure your accent and articulation and dynamics, everything is controlled, and we will practice with preparation, but I'll do that after this first exercise. So, alright, so we're going to play crotchets, so we're just going to be playing on the beat. So I'll play each measure twice. We're just doing the tremolo pattern on the top string, the top E string here. Okay, so you get your thumb ready on the top string. Make sure your tone is good on your thumb. It's very easy for that to suffer a little bit. Alright, so here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. Eighth notes. Repeat. 16ths. Repeat. Okay, so I'm going to stop the metronome now. So how is that for you? Just whenever you practice, just always try and be critical about what you just did and give yourself some feedback, you know. So for me, I really find that getting the thumb, the tone of the thumb and the fingers can be sometimes very different. Sometimes the thumb can sound like very tinny, trying to get it like that, and then the fingers very warm. So you want the thumb to be very controlled, and you don't want to give too much weight to the thumb, because when you play tremolo, sometimes you hear a very heavy thumb. So this is a great exercise for getting all of the basics really ironed out, very, very controlled. So now we're going to do that with preparation. So metronome on again, still at 50. So preparation is really important because it makes our movements small, and it also prepares our movements ahead of time. So what you do is you pluck, actually I'll turn the metronome off. So what you do is you pluck the string, the E string, with your thumb, and then the next finger, which is A, will plant or prepare on the same string, like that. And then you'll do that again, so then A will pluck, M will prepare, M will pluck, I will prepare, I will pluck, P will prepare. So P, prepare, A, prepare, M, prepare, I, prepare. Okay? So let's do this again, each measure twice. So we're going to start with crotchets, but with rests in between where we're preparing. And then we go to the quavers with rests, and then the semiquavers with rests. Alright, so here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeat. Repeat. 16ths. Repeat. Okay, so there's preparation. If you've never done preparation before, that might seem very weird to you, a bit strange, but if you've played Giuliani's 120 exercises for the right hand, they are often practiced with preparation. I think Scott Tennant talks about it in Pumping Nylon. It's a very useful exercise for keeping your movements very efficient and making them very secure, because you're always playing ahead of time. I think Scott Tennant in his book says that you should play slowly but move fast, and that's kind of what you're doing. You're playing slowly, but you're moving fast, you're moving ahead of time, like that. So there's the basic open string tremolo. Make sure the tone of each finger is very well controlled, especially the thumb compared to the fingers. You can practice this with dynamics as well. You can do crescendos, decrescendos, you could do piano going to forte. So you could do like a crescendo. You could do one measure piano, the second time forte. Just a couple of ideas. So I think you can get a lot out of just practicing that with the metronome, very even rhythm, very controlled. So enjoy.